Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Angling Focus. In today's video, I would like to show you 3 essential fishing knots that you should know when it comes to making mono to moto connection. These are the original blood knot, the improved blood knot, and the surgeon's knot. Note that when I talk about mono, I mean monofilament or fluorocarbon fishing line or leader materials. None of these knots will work for braided line. But if you are interested in connecting mono to braided fishing line, I have a video just for that and you can check it out right here on the top right corner of the screen. Okay, let's get right into it. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using 2 high-vis monofilament fishing line here. The yellow color is 14 pounds and the pink color is 8 pounds for your own information. To start, simply overlap the 2 fishing lines like so. And you're going to just start working on one end at a time. In this case, I'm going to start with my right hand working with the pink monofilament, the 8-pound test. What you have to do is simply wrapping the pink line around the yellow line 7 or 8 times. Like so. When you have that, you're simply gonna take the tag end here and stick it up from this open loop and then use your right index finger and thumb to pinch them in place, like so. Next, we're gonna just repeat the same step, but with the left hand working on the yellow fishing line this time. I'm gonna do the same thing, wrapping this yellow fishing line 7 or 8 times around the pink fishing line. Okay. And when I have that, I'm gonna stick this tag in downward in what used to be the open loop. But since we make the turn with our left hand here, the open loop is now a closed loop. And I'm gonna just stick my tag in downward in this loop. Okay, and what I want you to note here is that the tag end on each side is sticking in different direction, in opposite direction in fact. One is sticking upward and the other one sticking downward. And now I would advise that you wet the knot right here before cinch it off close. To cinch it, there's nothing for you to do but hold the 4 segment together and just pull on it. And you should have a nice fishing knot. And there's nothing left for you to do but to cut the tag, like so. And you got it, a simple original blood knot. Next is the improved blood knot. And an improved blood knot is especially useful when you're connecting 2 segments of mono materials, mono or leader materials of very different diameters. In this case, I have a 15-pound test on one hand and I have a 6-pound test on the other hand. And when you're trying to connect these 2 together, you will realize very quickly that the 6-pound test is much more limp, much more flexible, and therefore can get in the way and becomes frustrating to tie. And this knot will eliminate that problem for you. Again, I'm going to be using the same 2 high-vis monofilament to demonstrate this knot tying. Now, the process would be pretty similar to the original blood knot. The only difference is that you're going to have to just double up the smaller monofilament, which is in this case the 8-pound test on my the 8-pound test, the pink one that I have here. So you can see here, I just take the monofilament here, fold it to double it up, and you're gonna need quite a little bit of line here, so allows for that. Then we're gonna just repeat the same process as the previous one, overlap the two segments together and start working on one end at a time. So here I'm gonna work on the pink segment first, and instead of 8 turns, because we double everything up here, I'm gonna just be using 4 or 5 turns. Once I have it, do the same thing, stick the tag end upward through the open loop, and then use my right index finger and thumbs to hold this in place. Just get this out of the way here, and then I'm going to start working on the thicker leader materials, the yellow one. And now I'm going to just wrap that around the pink leader materials. And again, because we double up here, I'm gonna just do a 4 or 5 turn. Once I have that, take the tag end, stick it back into the closed loop in the different direction, in the opposite direction. Like so. And then you have to wet the knot before cinch it close. Again, cut off the tag, this loop, and there you have it, the improved blood knot. The third knot that I would like to show you is the surgeon's knot, and this knot can come in handy especially when you want to connect two very small pieces of monofilament together. In this case, I have a 4-pound test that I would like to connect to another 4-pound test, or if I want to connect a 2-pound test to a 4-pound test. The keywords here is to deal with small diameters fishing line. So again, we start the same as before, overlapping the two pieces of fishing line together. Then what you want to do is to make a loop by taking the tag end on your right hand and just loop this under your left hand. So now you have a loop. And what you have to do is take both ends on your right hand and then pass it through the loop 2 times. Okay. 1, 2. And now you have it, a surgeon's knot. You simply have to wet the knot and cinch it close. Cut off the tag and you're good to go. As always guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.